Hi there, I'm Dr. Chung, and welcome to your friendly proctologist. Thank you so much for being here. I wish you a great holiday season. I hope you're having one already. But one thing I wish for all of us is just some time where some of these anxieties, these pains, these issues can just simmer down as we focus in on our loved ones. I hope and wish that for you this season. If you're wondering where I'm located, I am in Southern California in the United States. I'm an hour south of Los Angeles. So today's video, we're going to talk about setons. Specifically, I want to try and distinguish between draining seton and a cutting seton. All right, so seton, let's jump one step back. What the heck is that? Seton is a fancy word for a piece of string or tubing, okay? So this is a piece of silk string. Literally, this is like a piece of hair, okay? And this can be a seton. What else can be a seton? It can be a piece of rubber or plastic. And this is an example of one. Let me bring this over to you so you can see it. Little flimsy as I was oh no, there goes the Revival XR. When it comes to anal fistulas and infections, we definitely want to keep our health maintenance up on our skin, don't we? And when we're doing that with sitz baths, I highly recommend you use Revival XR. These guys are available on Amazon with Prime shipping, but the beauty of this product is that it takes care of you in so many different ways. You know, we usually think of just using Epsom salts, but no, these guys have gone the extra mile. Think about using organic ingredients to heal yourself naturally. Think about the soothingness, the soothing power of oils, of naturals like ginger oil, calendula oil, tea tree oil, and also the mental calm with the aromatherapy. And that's what I really love about this. The aromatherapy makes a huge difference, okay? Compare that with just using some Epsom salts, not even close. And I find that you can reduce your inflammation, and by keeping things clean, by staying in the sitz bath a little bit longer, it's a lot better than just taking a regular shower. So I highly suggest you check them out. Definitely use the coupon Dr. Chung so you can have this and be on your way to recovery. Thanks again, Revival XR. The silk material string and this thin rubber band are the two of the most common materials used for setons, okay? And we call this a seton. I honestly do not know where that word came from. I should really look it up. But the purpose of these things is to create a drain function, okay? We usually think of drain like our gutters in our house, to drain the water away from the roof so it safely goes into the ground. These are to provide drainage for pus, bacteria out of our body tissues, and these things will allow the pus to drain out through outside our skin so it doesn't stay trapped inside our bodies. Because we know when things get trapped, we get an abscess, and those things hurt and are not fun. But these things are most common because they're super flexible. They're very thin, and so they allow people to live their life a lot easier. You know, we gotta walk, right? We have to rub the skin around our anus area, so these can really provide some comfort rather than having some thicker material or inflexible material. I mean, we have to wipe there too, right? You gotta wash there. So having something flexible and easily moved out of the way is essential. Let's talk about draining setons first. With our handy model here, you can see the fistula tunnel is going through. The key with draining setons, the way you can tell, is that things are floppy. Things are able to move around. You could even wipe underneath the seton, inside this loop, if there's anything dirty here. That's the main key. And draining setons can be temporary or permanent. Temporary reasons for putting in a draining seton. Most of the time it's because you just had surgery and you just had a massive infection or abscess in there, and they can't just leave the skin open or sew you up. They gotta put in a drain, that artificial piece, so that the pus can drain out. The inflammation will calm down. The body will heal and collapse this space and close it in. Other times is that you're trying to get ready for a second stage of an anal fistula surgery. Yes, you heard me right. Sometimes the surgery for fistula cannot just happen in one single surgery. It may happen over 2, maybe even 3. Another thing is if you're doing it for laser, sometimes that's the final stage of surgery and you need a draining Seton placed in temporarily. Permanent reasons for, or I should say semi-permanent, would be something like horseshoe anal fistulas. Those are very complex anal fistulas. They can take a long time to heal, and it just requires a lot of patience. So it may be in there, the draining Seton, for even 3 to 6, 9 months potentially. I'm notorious for keeping Setons in for a long time, but that's how I developed my success with horseshoe fistulas. The other reasons for permanent Seton, draining Setons, is because of Crohn's disease or because the person just doesn't want surgery. They just want the Seton in there and they don't want any anal surgery. They don't want to deal with possible incontinence. They're completely fine with not having any more abscesses because the draining Seton's in place. So let's talk about the second type of Seton, which is the cutting Seton. And this is combined with the cutting Seton technique of solving or curing your anal fistula. If we have our handy dandy model here, remember the draining Seton has this nice handy loose loop. The cutting Seton actually has a tight tension around here. This is it's like a moderate tension, and people definitely will feel this rubber band kind of tightening over their muscles. But the idea here, over time, the tightening band puts pressure on the muscles and the rubber band will start moving through until it comes out. So very slowly over time, it's retightened in the office so that you can keep this rubber band moving until one day it actually pops out and goes into the toilet bowl or maybe in your underwear. And we want this to happen. So you can see it's creating scar tissue through the anal sphincter muscle tissue. But the important key here is we want to go slow enough with this process. We want the body to follow this rubber band. If my body is my finger here, we want it to keep following this. As the rubber band moves out, the body chases after it. Okay, let me do that again. Rubber band is moving out, body's chasing after it and healing this space in between, because this is where the fistula tunnel would be. Moves out, chases, move out, chase, until it falls out. If you move too fast, that's where a lot of failures can happen and you have a recurrence of your fistula. So be patient with your surgeon, because yes, it can take several months or even a year to completely finish the process. And so I hope that this video was helpful for you, and mainly I want you to be educated and not be afraid of the word Seton. I want you to be able to be informed, to inspire discussion and question and answer with your surgeon so you can find out and understand what's going to happen to your body when you are asleep. And so again, I hope and wish you a very happy holiday. And while you are nursing your fistula wounds or before your surgery, please give Revival XR a try to give you that whole comprehensive care to your bottom end. Take advantage of the oils. Take advantage of the coupon that they're giving out, courtesy of them. Thank you very much, Revival XR. And I hope and wish you have a good one. You take care. Bye-bye.